Zarina, what would make Enfield better for your well-being?
I think as a young person, if everyone at school had their own counselling individually, I feel like that would help a lot with students' mental health.
What does a good health day look like to you?
To me, a good health day looks like a day where I can relax. Like, it doesn't matter what I'm going through, but I just feel like overall, I'm not going to have a mental breakdown. I'm not going to be upset. Like, I can do whatever I want, knowing that I'm proud of myself as a person. That's what a good mental health day looks like to me.
What is one thing about Edmonton that makes you feel good?
There's a nice community and there's lots of things to do in Edmonton.
What's your name?
Ruken.
Ruken. Who do you talk to when you need someone to talk to?
I tend to go to my older cousin, who's a bit older than me by like 3 or 4 years. I think because we're from a similar generation, she can understand me a little bit more. Whereas my mum and dad are a bit more traditional, so they don't really tend to understand where this generation comes from, why they do things a certain way. Even though I've tried to obviously explain to them, times are going forwards. You guys need to change your thinking. It's a bit hard to change the way they think and see things and what they've been taught themselves.
So would you say that you feel more comfortable with people closer to your age?
As long as they've got some sort of level of maturity, I don't think age matters.
What is your name?
Kusha.
Nice to meet you, Kusha. What's one thing you've done this week that made you smile?
Probably sitting in the park, catching a bit of sun. Either that or just eating everything I want.
What's one thing that makes you feel different from everyone else?
I don't know, maybe my interests. I don't believe in like sticking to one thing. I don't believe in having one set of traits. I think I could wake up tomorrow and decide I want to be an astronaut, wake up the day after, decide I want to, I don't know, talk to bugs and touch trees and yeah.
When you hear the word health, what do you think of?
When I think of health, I don't know, I immediately thought of like my heart. Thought of my heart, it's quite literally, but yeah.
And what does a good health day feel like for you? What does a good day feel like for you?
I would say good weather, good food. Like I eat quite clean, so I love a good detox drink. I love some fruit. And yeah, basically that.
Who am I here with today?
Kai. Flynn. Joseph.
What's one thing you've done today that makes you smile?
I had a productive day in the library, so that's quite smiley. Yeah, same. Did some reading. Walked my dog.
What's one thing that makes you feel different from everyone else?
I would say that everyone is kind of different in the way they think, and that people need to embrace that more, embrace their uniqueness in the way they talk and think, because that's what makes people come together more.
I agree. I think we're quite creative, and I think everyone is creative to an extent.
It's a bit indescribable to point out what makes myself different from other people, but I think we are all different.
If you were giving advice to any other young people about how to stay well mentally, what advice might you give?
I think stay on top of your studies is a really good one, because like you don't want to be all piled up by it. In the end, it's very bad for your mental.
Yeah, I think it's all about balance and like trying to spend enough time with like loved ones, but also enough time outside and just enjoy the fresh air.
I would say that we live in a fascinating world and there is a lot to be inspired by. And when we spend too much time inside our own heads, we kind of forget how amazing everything around us is. So kind of getting out of your own head a bit, talking to people is just a brilliant way to remember you're part of something bigger than yourself.
What's your name?
Hello, my name is Kayan.
Very nice to meet you, Kayan. Where do you feel most comfortable being yourself and why?
Just expressing myself on how I can help the community. It's just shaping the young people of the new generation. I love working with young people. I love helping young people.
How does your work amplify people's voices? How do you help out the community get their voices heard?
So I've offered some young people some paid placement. Throughout my business, I have some different opportunities. Like I do music videos, documentaries. So it's all about helping young people in the community that love the photography industry and the videography, and everyone that just wants to get a paid placement, because now there's not enough opportunities for young people, and even if there is opportunities, it's not getting published wisely so that young people know. So yeah.
My name is Adria Bennett and I work for NYCC.
So my first question for you is, what do you think would make the well-being in Enfield better?
Oh, well-being in Enfield better. Obviously, a better system at the moment. Getting very, very difficult to be able to book a doctor's appointment when you kind of need it. And something needs to be done about that, because I feel that a lot of health problems, if they were dealt with when they were first started, surely that'd be better for the healthcare system, rather than waiting for it to get to dangerous sort of, levels.
Yeah. So then in that case, what would you like to tell healthcare professionals? Like, what do you think they need to hear to fix this?
I don't know if the healthcare professionals themselves can fix it, but what they could do is just be a little bit more patient with us. I totally understand that you as healthcare professionals might sometimes get abuse from people, but remember that those people are in pain and they might have been going through a lot of trauma for a very long time. So I think just we appreciate the fact that you're under pressure, but we're also under pressure. So if we work together, then surely we can make the problem a lot smoother.
My name's Chris Sibia.
Cynthia Coburn.
I'm Chris McCoy.
What makes it easy or hard to talk to medical professionals? Yeah.
I believe that there's a slight distrust amongst the community and medical professionals, in my personal opinion anyway. So that's what makes it a little bit hard for me to talk to some medical professionals.
What makes it hard? The fact that they don't always have enough time to talk to you, and they don't always have the correct information to give you.
What do professionals sometimes not understand about your health?
I think, from my personal opinion, not one size fits all. I feel like a lot of the health professionals, they think there's one remedy for every person, and I don't agree personally.
I think they don't actually understand that there is a difference between, and I'm not being racist or anything, but black people's body works different to a white person, and I don't think they understand that. And they think that when ladies are in labour, we tend to, as black people, bear the pain more. I don't think they actually understand us. There needs to be a lot more research on that.
I think everyone's different, everyone's unique. Sometimes I may feel pain a lot more than someone else may feel pain, or someone else may not feel pain. So I think it's different people's level of pain. Sometimes I could have a light headache and someone could say take a tablet, but actually the tablet's not doing anything. I guess that's like my colleagues are saying, but yeah.
Hi guys. Today we're at Edmonton Green Shopping Centre. As you can see, Asda is behind us. We have been here asking a few people questions about mental health, their general view of the community, and
what things could be done better.
Yeah. Some of us, as we go and ask more questions.
You were to say to the older generation, like your grandparents, parents, that you're going to take a mental health day and you're going to have a day off just to focus on your mental health, what do you think they would say?
Oh, put your socks up, go scrub the backyard or something, sort yourself out. I was in the trenches when I was 12 or something like that. I was in the coal mines when I was 11. Well, that's your problem. The time we have moved on, we progressed. So,
So if you were given a huge amount of money from the government to make changes with the community, what sort of things would you suggest?
I've had this conversation with my friend. Buy a van and just pick up all the homeless people that you can see and try to and you probably put them in a place like that. A week's time, they probably burn it down.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So do you think homelessness is a problem in Enfield, in Edmonton?
Yes.
And what would you, so as you said, you would put them in...
It's not our problem, it's the government. Government needs to do it. We've got no money or nothing. They're sending us the food banks. Oh, I'm looking for food bank as we speak.
So we're here with a resident of Enfield. I'm just going to ask her, a few more questions. So if you were given a large sum of money, you were able to sit in front of, the mayor or the government and they gave you a large sum of money, what would you do to Enfield to make changes? What would you think needs to be done?
Other than roads and safety, I would invest in young people. Would invest in places where they are safe or can feel safe. Investing in adults now, being mentors around for them where they can reach out and feel safe and comfortable in conversations, the big question conversations as well. Authorities could incorporate areas that are safe or young people could feel safe going to. And sometimes when I go to the park and stuff, personally, I don't feel safe, and I don't feel safe for the children. Clean meaning young people feel welcomed, they feel like they are loved or cared for. So invest in good mentorship.
There's so much talent in this community. These are some of the things that we could achieve if the community come together